I made a video about this game almost a year ago, when it was still in its testing phases that would happen on weekends and every once in a while on a weekday, and it was something to really look forward to. But now, BattleBit is finally out. Granted, it's technically in early access, but the game is purchasable and fully playable, with way more content than those test weekends had to offer. For anyone who isn't aware, BattleBit is a first-person, massive, multiplayer team-based shooter, very reminiscent of older Battlefield games from way back in the day. You know, the actual good ones like Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, and even 4. We don't talk about 2042, but I will talk about how awesome this game is. I have nothing but mostly good things to say about it in last year when I first played it, and now the game has even more content and things to do than it did before. This is such a no-brainer if you're a fan of these larger scale, massive multiplayer shooters and have been wanting to scratch that itch. This game should be an insta-buy for you, honestly. Now, for those who have not seen the game yet and are looking at it currently, the graphics may be an initial just complete turnoff, but please, let me tell you that not only do the graphics not matter, but after playing the game for maybe 20 minutes, you don't even notice them anymore. In fact, the graphic style has really grown on me a lot. I mean, I already liked it before, and I appreciate the intentional choice to make the graphics simple for the world and the character models, and for being so simple, they actually have a lot of personality with all the customization you can mess around with. I think my literal single criticism of the game's art style and direction and graphics is that the insides of a lot of buildings can be kind of bland with just colored walls, but considering you can blow up entire buildings with enough explosive damage, I understand why they did this, so it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just an observation I made. There's a ton of different customization for your character as well. Different helmets, faces, clothes, camos. It's intense when you first look at the menu and just see the sheer number of options available to you. The weapon models are also very nice and sleek too. But the best thing about BattleBit, even from a year ago in the playtest, is the quality of the optics on offer. They're all simple, incredibly clean, crisp, super easy to use overall. They're really, really good. Whether it's a red dot or any of the ranged options, BattleBit's scope game is absolutely supreme compared to other games. This game plays very much like a classic Battlefield game. You have multiple squads to a team, and within those squads you can choose between the different classes that offer different pieces of kit, weapons, and utility that you can use. It's all things that if you've played Battlefield, you should be fairly familiar with. You know, the medic heals faster and more often, support provides extra ammo for their squad, for people who manage to stay alive for long periods of time, and of course recon is for the long-range bolt actions. Some of the classes have a little overlap with the weapons that are available to use, but classes like LMGs are strictly only for the support, making them stand out amongst the rest. Weapons and gear are simply acquired by playing, leveling up, and getting kills with guns. And while some of the rewards are locked behind surprisingly high account levels, you level up surprisingly fast. In my first game alone, I went from level 1 to like level 8 or 9, and that was like halfway through a game already. So who knows how much I could have gone up if I had started from the beginning of that match. The weapon variety was also something incredibly enticing initially in the playtest, but now there's even a handful of more options on offer for someone who might want to use a large swath of weapons. And it's got that classic Battlefield progression where, by using a gun for a long time, you unlock more and more attachments, camos, and other goodies to equip onto the gun. So it does pay to be a weapon specialist, at least for a little while initially, when you get a couple optics and you get some basic attachments that you can at least feel comfortable using a new gun. I've been gushing about this game for pretty much the entire script, and honestly, rightfully so. I can't remember the last time I sat down and was able to just enjoy a video game-ass video game. You know what I mean? It's hard to describe. This game is just so enjoyable and viscerally satisfying and fun and goofy and silly. The VoIP interactions are also hilarious, people soft role-playing with one another, yelling for medic and I need ammo across squads as the chaos of a battle ensues on whatever map you're playing. This is what a game should strive to achieve. A simple concept, but executed to the absolute highest degree possible. It makes me so happy to just open the game and play it, even if I play one match, because they get kind of long, especially if you're playing the 127v127. That is a catastrophe in all the right ways. I have a big smile on my face the entire time I'm playing the game. I get some music going in the background and just have a good time and vibe. And in the modern day, where gaming can be one of the most entertaining and beautiful mediums with games like Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok, and the upcoming Spider-Man game, which I know is going to be amazing, it can also be the most disgusting, vile, and predatory medium on the planet. This game is incredible, and luckily a lot of people seem to agree with me because it is currently the most sold game on Steam for its opening weekend, which makes me very happy. The developers absolutely deserve all this praise and then some. So if you're on the fence about this game, please, please, please watch some streams, or better yet, just give it a try. It's $15 and it's worth every single dollar spent. If you can even rally a couple of friends, it'll make that experience a million times better. And if you can't, that's cool, because I bet you'll make some friends while playing because of the VoIP interactions, and I'm sure there's Discords you can get into, and everything can just be so jolly, jovial, and funny. I already love this game, and I will be playing it very consistently for the foreseeable future. But yeah, nothing else too long, nothing else to say. Just go and experience this game. It's simple, but my god is it a good time. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and be sure to subscribe for more videos about games that truly bring out the best in this gaming medium. I hope to see you in future ones.